Hey guys, how's it going? Happy Monday and welcome to another week of remote learning. Even though it is Monday, I am recording on Friday and I just got off of the Google meeting with a bunch of you, and we actually got enough people that I will be dyeing my beard pink as soon as it is delivered. The dye is delivered from Amazon, and those of you who are on the call saw me order it in real time, so it is ordered. Now, with that in mind, do not ask me, when's your beard gonna be pink, when's your beard gonna be pink, because I will tell you when I get it, and you guys will be the first to know. I will record the very next video I do with it, so you guys will see it as soon as possible, okay? And it is a Monday, so I hope you guys had a lovely weekend. And I wore this shirt because I thought Miss Latoya was gonna stop into our Google meetings, but this is from her, and it says, "You got this," and you guys got this. We have another week, and for those of you who were not on the call, also I made a very important announcement that starting today I will be going live almost every day, most likely Monday through Thursday at either 1 or 1:30, and I'll be doing lessons in real time, meaning that you guys will log onto your computers, we'll do a Google meeting, so I'll be sitting here, my computer will be there, and I'll be teaching you guys as a class. So it'd be kind of like school in the way that I can ask you guys questions, you guys can ask me questions, but we're still going to be at our homes and in our computers, okay? So today we are doing lesson 13 part 2, because part 1 of lesson 13 was the new read assessment that you guys hopefully have turned in by now, being that it's Monday and I'm recording on Friday. And you did well on it. That was a very kind of like long article with not a lot of questions, but it was a very interesting article. Today we're going to be shifting gears just a little bit, and we're going to be focusing pretty much on the writing part of it. And our craft question today is, how do we write an introduction for an opinion essay? Okay, and I saw when I was planning it that the way you do that is by saying H.I.O, which makes sense for an introduction because it's like you're saying hi to your reader, and it's the way that you're writing says hi itself. So I have here say H.I.O to introductions, and the reason we use H.I.O is because H stands for hook, I stands for introduce, and O stands for opinion, okay? So H is hook, and you guys all know what a hook is. You catch the reader's attention, okay? You don't want to say, back in colonial times, there was the Boston Tea Party. It was cool. No one is going to want to read your writing. And every time I get close or make a silly face or make a silly hand gesture, I think that's the YouTube picture is going to be of me, so it just kind of is funny to me. But everyone knows that you want to drag your reader in with a good hook, and part of being a good writer is including a good hook. Then the I is for introduce your audience to the topic of your work. Okay, so you're going to bring them in with something catchy, and then you're going to give them a little bit of background info about what your whole essay is going to be about. And then O is opinion, which obviously is your idea on the topic, and you're going to preview your supporting reasons. And you might be saying, preview my supporting reasons? Like, what is that? Well, if you go back to Thursday or Wednesday and look at chart 12A, where you had to pick your colonist and tell whether they're a patriot or loyalist, and then give their opinion, and then give reason 1 and reason 2, you kind of want to preview those two reasons. I'm looking for my Ethan chart right now, and I can't find it. Hang on. It fell off the wall. I found it. So remember when you guys did this, you had 12A, and you had to pick Ethan, he was a patriot, gave his opinion, and then 2 reasons. You want to kind of touch on these 2 reasons in your intro paragraph, okay? And that is now done. Now, today you have uploaded for you, and I should make note of it here, you guys have Governor Hutchinson's letter published today, and that is sheet 13B. be, and that will be in the lesson. But what I've done is I've taken his introduction from his letter and put it up here so that we can kind of break it down with the old H.I.O. And if you guys think I'm going to stop doing H.I.O. every time, you got another thing coming. Okay? Now, the first thing we're looking for here is we're looking for a hook. Because a hook is what we need, and the hook brings that reader right on in, okay? And he does actually a really good job of hooking the reader, but let's take a listen. And if you have 13B open, it would be a good time to be looking at it as I'm reading, because I wrote it here really small. Now, the Americans have gone mad. They have quarreled for years about the small taxes we have asked them to pay to support their mother country. But dumping all that tea in Boston Harbor is a defiance that has gone too far. A defiance means you go against somebody, like when you defy somebody, you break the rules, or like if I was to tell you to do something and you're like, no, I'm not doing that, you're being defiant. King George must use great force to stop this defiance and bring order back to the colonies. If something is not done soon, the Sons of Liberty will grow in power, and those loyal to the king will be in great danger. Okay? So now, we have to H.I.O. And H is our hook. And our hook here stands out pretty clearly. Our hook is that the Americans have gone mad. And if you don't know what gone mad means, it's not like, oh, they're angry as much as it can be. But usually if you say someone's gone mad, they've gone a little cuckoo crazy, okay? And so now I have my hook. But now I'm looking for my introducing. How did Governor Hutchinson introduce his opinion and what he was going to be writing about to us? And he does it really just in the second two sentences. He says, they have quarreled, which means argued, for years about the small taxes we have asked them to pay to support their mother country. So obviously, this person's like, these small taxes to support their mother country. This person, Governor Hutchinson, is clearly a loyalist or on the British side of this American Revolution, okay? But dumping all that tea in Boston Harbor is a defiance that has gone too far. So this is another intro sentence because it tells you why he wants something to be done, okay? He wouldn't just be saying, oh, they need to be stopped if the Patriots hadn't done anything, or the Sons of Liberty hadn't done anything. But this is after the Boston Tea Party, so they're like, oh my God, we have to stop this. Okay? So now we're looking for that opinion. And I need a new color marker for that opinion that really stands out. Oh, there it is. Orange. King George must use great force to stop this defiance and bring order back to the colonies. There it is. That's his opinion. King George must use great force to stop this defiance and bring order back to the colonies. Okay? So, Governor Hutchinson is saying, hey, you, King George, you gotta step in, you gotta hit them hard, you gotta be strong here so that they stop not listening to you, so they stop breaking the rules, okay? And bring order means bring everybody back together, brings peacefulness back to the colonies. Now, the introducing of the supporting reasons, or the preview of supporting reasons, okay? I showed you guys where those two reasons were on my chart. Here, he also supports or previews his supporting reasons. He says, if something is not done soon, the Sons of Liberty will grow in power, and those loyal to the king will be in great danger. So he supports both reasons. So he's afraid of the Sons of Liberty, and 2, he thinks that loyalists will get hurt. Now, that's one model, and what I did was I wrote mine. I wrote my intro so you guys can see a second edition of H.I.O, except from the colonist point of view, like I want you guys to be writing from. And some of you that turned in chart 12A and wrote that paragraph, you guys didn't write the paragraph from the perspective of the person you talked about in the chart. You need to say, if you're the midwife, write from as the midwife, okay? If you're the blacksmith on 12A, write your paragraph as the blacksmith. Now, I, of course, am using Ethan, the messenger boy. And give me 1 second to try to fix this up here, because I'm about to do a magic trick. Alright, hang on. Let me do it. Let me get it. And it's gonna be amazing. Or almost amazing. Okay? Best I can do. But you can still see H.I.O and you can see my paragraph, right? And the first thing I'm looking to start my writing off with is a hook. And what I'll do is I will lift this up just a little bit, and it says, King George has really done it this time. Well, sounds like a hook to me, but let's keep reading. King George has really done it this time. Another tax, this time on tea. I think it is time to take matters into our own hands and get rid of that tea. If we don't, King George will be hurting the colonists and will be hearing from the Sons of Liberty. Mine's a little bit shorter than Governor Hutchinson because I know what the task is and I know exactly what I want you guys to do, and mine's a little bit clearer in terms of the introducing the topic. But doesn't mean that Governor Hutchinson did a bad job. I just like my version better for what you guys are doing. Okay, so I have my hook. King George has really done it this time. That is my hook. Okay, then I have another tax, this time on tea. Well, technically, that's my background. I'm telling you exactly what King George did. Another tax, and that this time it was a tea tax. Pretty simple. Now, my opinion, I think, I kind of tip my hand there by saying I think, because I think is pretty much giving you straight up an opinion. So I think it is time to take matters into our own hands and get rid of that tea. So when I say get rid of the tea, I'm showing that, and normally I'd be asking one of you guys to finish that sentence, but in my opinion, I show I am a patriot, okay? I show that I'm a patriot, and then I support the Boston Tea Party. That's what your opinion has to be. Are you for the Boston Tea Party or against the Boston Tea Party? Now, I have to preview my reasons of why I have my opinion. If we don't, King George will be hurting the colonists, right? Because I talked about how they needed their businesses. And then the second reason, and he will be hearing from the Sons of Liberty. So I have my first reason and my second reason. And again, it's pretty crystal clear. It's one sentence for your introducing, then your opinion, and then a last sentence. So it's really, again, you're at like 4 sentences, 5 sentences for introduction. Not a big deal. Okay? You guys are going to write your introductions. I'll put up a Google document for you so you can write it in. What might make sense is if you have the same document or copy and paste your old paragraph, your proof paragraph you wrote last week, and add the introduction on top of it. Or if you've already written that proof paragraph on paper and uploaded it that way, put your introduction above it or rework it so that your introduction is first and your proof paragraph. Okay? Hopefully you guys watch this in time and you are ready to hang out at 1 or 1:30, whatever it might be, somewhere in that time frame. I'll put the Google Meet hang up link up, so and I'll just be hanging out, and then you guys can pop in whenever. Yeah, I hope you guys had a great weekend, and hopefully I see as many of you as I saw today to dye my beard pink as I do for an actual lesson, and it would be great to actually be teaching in front of you guys again. All right, see you later. Bye.